Welcome back to this portion of our Real Estate Radio Hour. Again, your real estate questions every week are always welcomed here during this hour. 651-989-9226. Or send a text to the guys at 81807. Chris and Andy?
Well, we got some little-known information coming here on that HARP program.
Yeah.
You know, you've talked about that a lot, and everyone thinks it's just on single family.
No.
What are we talking about today? Investment properties.
Wow.
And so, Mona, you've been dealing with that quite a bit lately.
Yeah, I've run into quite a few borrowers who have rental properties that are maybe upside down or over the 80% loan to value, and they had no idea that they would qualify for the HARP program. The rates are great. They're right in line with the regular conforming fixed rates. And
Not great.
Yeah, all they need to be is Fannie or Freddie owned, and then we can do it. A lot of times you don't even need an appraisal, depending on what the findings say.
So how often is that? I know because there's some kind of some interesting loans that were done in the past with investment properties, but how often when you're running these for people that they're a Fannie or Freddie? Or how can people find that out if they are?
Well, we can link something up to the blog that you guys have. There's online tools to look up if they're Fannie or Freddie, but I also, if you don't come up under Fannie or Freddie, I always encourage my clients to call their servicer and ask, because sometimes, you know, you're giving the co-borrower's name and it's under the borrower's name. It's just best if you call your servicer and just say, hey, are we serviced by Fannie or Freddie?
So how's the process on that with the HARP refinance? Is it the same as anything else, and are we getting them done in time?
Yes.
Working good? Really?
Yeah, I've got an investor right now who's now doing his second property with me because his first one went so smoothly. 30 days.
No, that's great.
Yeah, when you don't need an appraisal, things can get
Now,
set
are
up
they all
pretty
back to 30 years, or can you do a 15-year?
You can do 30, 20, 15.
Really? You can do them all. Yeah. That's a real neat thing. Yeah. So, I mean, people want to know about that. They can certainly get us at our 800 number, which is 800-246-1867, or go to realestateradiohour.com.
This segment brought to you by Liberty Title. I want to throw that in.
Yeah, perfect. Andy, what else? You must have some more websites for us.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah, exactly. As I'm getting texts and emails all at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is with real estate, here's the deal. I mean, and this was a caller kind of, or shouldn't say caller, they called in during one of the breaks, and we had a kind of the, hey, but what about when the markets go bad and where they go? I pulled up a stat off of Reuters.com. The last 40 years have averaged a 5.2% appreciation nationally across our country, our rental properties.
Over how many years?
This is over the past 40.
40, wow.
Okay. And then they said, when you go back, way back, and to the history, if you even with the Great Depression included in that statistic, it still drops it down. If they didn't have the Great Depression in their calculations, it still was fantastic. It was like at 5 or 4 point something. So it was interesting to see that if you're a long-term hold, I think if you say anything, you can be conservative, even in a risky market. If you're holding things long-term, you don't ride the ups and the downs. You get the thing paid off. I think that's the key. I mean, like right now,
sell high, buy low, right?
Absolutely. Well, you know, think about this. Let's say you do make positive cash flow, an extra $500 a month. You could spend it, or you could use that to whittle down that and pay down that principal. And all of a sudden you have your house, your rental property paid off in 10 years. Now it's straight cash flow.
And I think what happens with these ebbs and flows and these hills and valleys is that people kind of start thinking about things a little different. Like me, you know, mine was, hey, get them, because the value's going to go up. We're just going to hold on. I don't care if I ever pay off that mortgage. Now, to me, it's, hey, I'm going to keep them and keep going. I still want to make that money, but it's all about paying them off now and shooting towards that. Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure, you know, if you, as an entrepreneur, there's years where you have better years than others, and that depreciation is good for you against your income. You know, there's a lot of different vehicles you can use with the rental property other than just the actual appreciation of the value. You know?
Very good.
Mona, you got some parting words. What's that? If there's an investor out there that wants to invest, what's the best program they should go out and try to find?
Well, Home Path is the best, where you can put 10% down, but otherwise just a conventional fixed rate loan with 10%.
With 10%, you got mortgage insurance?
10% down, no mortgage
insurance.
No mortgage
insurance. Wow, that's great.
That's a Fannie Mae property then, right, Andy?
Yep.
Okay.
Ryan, hey, you know, before the show we actually had coffee and we were talking a little bit about some of the cool things you do with your home inspections at Edick Valuation Services. You were talking about this cool thing where you actually research all of the mechanicals.
Mechanicals and appliances, yes. We actually take all your data plate information off your mechanicals and appliances and send it to a company, and they'll research the federal government database on open recalls and safety checks.
That's awesome. And then the other thing I liked about, of course, I'm bragging about you because I like you, but the fact that you actually, when you're out there doing your inspections for the buyers, you also are an appraiser. So what's neat is that you're catching the things that appraisers catch so that we can get them fixed and be proactive. I really like that about your program.
Exactly. Yeah, we're very in tune with the HUD guidelines and what an FHA appraiser would come up with as a potential hurdle to.
Okay, hey, the lake is not always for summer, by the way, Andy. I'm going to be at an open house today, noon to 2 on Prior Lake.
Bring your ice skates.
Andy, what? Bring your ice skates. Yeah. It's kind of on a bay, too. I think you could use your ice skates.
I'd crack through the ice, though. I'm pretty sure it's not safe yet, so don't do that. Why do you laugh at me, Rooney? We have fun. Anyway,
let's close maybe.
With
the website and the nosy neighbor button and all of that good stuff
here right now on our 800 number. Yeah, so it's 800-246-1867, and we can answer questions throughout the week on that. So call.
Also with
anytime.
our tools. I mean, I don't know if you heard that or not, but we actually do have a really cool a calculation worksheet that I have that if any of the listeners out there that are investors would like to have access to, it helps you do your own rent analysis, and then there's also a flipping. As I say, that helps you analyze buying a property to put it up for sale. So absolutely free.
Great.
Thanks to Ryan and Mona Edick for coming in.
Thanks, guys.
Again.
Great show.
And again, that toll-free number, use it if you need it, 800-246-1867 for your real estate questions. Really, try to get on that website, realestateradiohour.com. It's a great resource. We'll see everybody back here next week for another show, right? I hope. All right, very good. Next week, I hope you join us for more Real Estate on CCO.